So this is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to talk about the NFL real quick when it comes down to the MVP races between three people: Saquon Barkley, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Now, I heard Mike Greeny basically said that Josh Allen, in his 50 years of watching football, has the best run he has ever seen, and then made comparisons talking about his son, playing on Madden with the Bills. That's the type of moves he has never seen before, and that's all cool because that's his opinion and everything else. But I'm gonna call cap on this. Although Josh Allen is having his best career statistical season, to disrespect the legends in the past 50 years, saying that Josh Allen this season is the best he ever seen in the past 50 years, it's total disrespect. And to be totally honest with you, Josh Allen is not even having the best, it's not even having a better year than Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson leading every statistical category at quarterback position with the exception of the rushing TDs. Now, the only reason why I can see people giving Josh Allen that award is because of the overall team record, because that's kind of what they do when it comes down to the tiebreakers, right? But the one thing is that they fail to mention the head-to-head clash with the Ravens and the Bills, how the Bills got dusted off by the Ravens, and not to mention Josh Allen had one of his worst games, and Lamar Jackson cooked them boys. Another thing is, if I'm not mistaken, the Bills had won a game this season when Josh Allen had basically one of his worst games of the year. The man went 9 for 30. He didn't even complete 10 passes. He went 9 for 30, and the Bills ended up winning that game. But Josh Allen had a horrible game. Now the thing, what they're going to make the arguments for Josh Allen, and these are valid, arguments, is the fact that he did beat, his team did beat the Kansas City Chiefs. And then they, also beat the Detroit Lions recently. And those are good, those are good wins. And I can't deny that those are very good wins. And Josh Allen, did his thing. But that's it, bro. Like, the Ravens actually got a way tougher schedule than the Bills. Like, the reason why I say that is because the Bills, if you look at the Bills division, it's trash. They got nobody else competing for a playoff spot in that division. The Jets, they trash. The Patriots, ain't nothing I gotta say about that. Everybody know the Patriots are trash. And then the Dolphins, they can't get their act together either. Like, they literally have nobody in that division competing. And even if, being trash, ain't none of those other teams in there really got somebody, with a losing record that could push and compete with this, with the Bills in that division, despite whether they win or not. They don't even have a quarterback putting up numbers, like a Joe Burrow at Cincinnati. Cincinnati ain't having a good year, but they always in games. And Joe Burrow's putting up like monster numbers. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is that we know, this is a quarterback award. But to me, ain't no way in hell you could put Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be a sympathy award because they want to use records. But check this out. Philadelphia has a better record than the Buffalo Bills. Why aren't they mentioning Saquon Barkley? I mean, I know he was mentioned about probably like a week ago or something like that. Or maybe 2 weeks ago they mentioned him. But they not pushing Saquon Barkley like they really pushing Josh Allen. So the thing is that people, I think a lot of times people get caught up in feeling sorry for certain players because they really want Josh Allen to win that award. Because I think they really wanted to give Josh Allen that award about a year ago. But the fact is that Lamar Jackson went down a stretch during the end of the season and actually did his thing to win that award. But I'm going to look at it like this. Josh Allen winning this award this year, which more than likely he will. And look, I ain't got no hate towards Josh Allen. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks. But it's a sympathy award. If you want to put this dude over Lamar Jackson, what Lamar Jackson is doing this season, Josh Allen might be having a historic, his best season. Lamar Jackson is having a historic season. Historic season. And you want to put him over that? I think y'all making a huge mistake. I 100% believe they're making a huge mistake. They just want to see Josh Allen win an award, and I get it. You feel sorry for the guy, and he is putting up monster numbers, but he ain't putting up numbers like Lamar Jackson. And not to mention, this dude Josh Allen, like, he will pat his stats. Ain't nothing wrong. You want to pat the stats to get the numbers in and make it look like you really competing for that award. It been times when the Ravens blow teams out and Lamar Jackson is sitting out for the rest of the game. He's sitting out for the rest of the game. To be honest with you, if Lamar Jackson wanted to pat his stats, he will already have over 40 touchdowns today. He will already have over 1,000 yards of rushing today. If he wanted to just pat his stats. If that's what this was about, patting his stats. But we know for a fact, when it comes to Lamar, they just want to win. Now, another thing when it comes to Josh Allen, he had 6 TDs over a week ago, right? But check this out. And, these are 1-yard TD runs. And granted, he's a big quarterback, you know what I'm saying? You got that big body, get in there. But dude, what about your running backs? Y'all get all the way down the field, you don't want to reward your running backs with these rushing touchdowns? Now, I get it. If they can't stop Josh Allen from getting these 1-yard touchdowns, then, keep doing it. But what I'm just saying is that you don't really see Lamar Jackson trying to get 1-yard touchdowns. That's why he just hands it off to the big guy. But I get it. Josh Allen is big as Derrick Henry. So I get that part. But Mike Greeny basically was praising Josh Allen in a loss to the Rams. Yo, you lost to the Rams, bro? And that's who you praising? Somebody that lost to the Rams? You gotta be kidding me here. But I will admit, Josh Allen balled out against the Detroit Lions. He balled out. Now let me get back to Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has 3 interceptions, and technically, if you look at those interceptions, he could really, to be truthfully honest with you, should really have 0. Really no more than 1 interception this season. He really shouldn't even have that many. Now, a lot of times his receivers be dropping the ball, shit bounce off the receiver, and then a defensive guy get it, and it doesn't matter. His interception is an interception. But the fact of the matter that he only has 3 interceptions? 3. That's all I'm saying. To me, when it comes down to MVP, if you want to go down to a quarterback, because it's primarily a quarterback award, it's Lamar Jackson, hands down. Now, if we want to go to the best player for MVP, If you really want to evaluate the best player, it has to be Saquon Barkley. Now, me, I'm a Ravens fan, so I'm not sounding too biased, you know what I'm saying? But I will say this. The MVP race should come down between really Lamar Jackson and Saquon Barkley. Now, Saquon Barkley played, Philadelphia played the Ravens, and Saquon Barkley had a game. Lamar Jackson, not really. He had a decent game, I'll put it that way. And this is also a game where there's a lot of missed field goals and everything, but the team didn't function well. They started off hot in that game, and then all of a sudden, the offensive line just pretty much failed them. Now, when the Ravens played the Bills, the Ravens put the beats by Dre on these goddamn Bills, man, and the defense was all over Josh Allen in that game. He didn't have his best game in that game. It was so much of an embarrassment that you actually have reporters the next day crying about how Josh Allen doesn't have a wide receiver. Something that they never did when it comes to Lamar Jackson. They don't be like, oh, he doesn't have a receiver when he has a bad game. They just put the whole fucking blame on Lamar Jackson. But Josh Allen, they start crying. And, he's a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? Stephon Diggs left. He's a wide receiver. One of those. But yeah, that's enough of me ranting right now. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying, man. Josh Allen, one of my favorite players. But he ain't the MVP, man. We gotta stop it. But we know that y'all gonna give it to him anyway, because it's a sympathy award. With that being said, bold and understanding, I'm out. Peace.